So hey, what's up, NPS3D here, and welcome back another excited NPS3D tutorial. So in this tutorial, I am going to show you how you can create your own 3D world for your Instagram account, and so get some attention from there. So the tutorial inspired by Mr. Team Gray. So the official account for the guy is I am Team Gray. You can see here, and you can go there and check their work. They did an awesome work. So let me show you some of the mine I got inspired from him, and I try to make some. And all things available on Instagram, so you can go there and check it before the tutorial. And one more is here. This looks pretty cool. And in today's world, in today's tutorial, I'm going to reveal one more example which I did recently. So let me show you that one. And this is so cool. So we'll create this one, but I will reveal all the secret which I applied in before two works. So let's get started the tutorial. So by default the scene looks like this, but I'm going to make for Instagram, so I am not comfortable with this views. What I will do, just select this here and just drag it around here. So now I can see with a big window. So let's get started. So make a new composition, which I already did. Let me show you the composition settings. So here you can see I am going with 1080 and 3050 because this is the resolution for your Instagram. Even if you can choose 1080 by 1080, which also gonna work, right? Oh man, I don't want to say this word right. I will try my best. So let's start it. So this is the setup for the composition. Hit OK. And now let's create first background. So for the background, you also have to create a Instagram background. So for that, what I did, I just open my phone and I just take a snapshot of my Instagram account with one post, and I just make a new composition, and let me show you what I did to make it. So in here you can see I just load my Instagram snapshot, I'm screenshot, and I just make a mask which area I don't want in my scene, and then I applied a solid layer to hide the text from Instagram, and then I recreated the text which I want, so it is customizable. So even when I will change anything, I can come here and I can change the title and also for the text. So for the tutorial, I changed the text "Learn how to fly with me" inspired by I am Team Gray. So let's drag this thing here and let me scale it so it can fill the scene. Let me switch to the full res and adjust it correctly. And then you can just simply create a mask and cut the area where you want. So I want only this, so I just move it here. Good. So Control S to save it. Now let's create the background. So for the background, I'm going to take two pictures, one for the winter and one for the summer. So this is gonna be for winter, so rename it to press enter and just rename it to the winter. How's this funny joke? So scale down to something around 20 and put it above Insta, something around here, and put this background below the Instagram background, and then open this summer background and scale it something around 20 again, and then scale down it. And I think we have to scale it something around 50 or maybe 60, like this. So now what you will do, Now let's apply a motion tile effect on this both background because I want to make some animated background. So I want to let's close the panel, and for the effect and preset also I'm going to close the panel, but you can leave it. So just select the winter layer, the winter background, and press Ctrl space, which is a FX console plugin from Video Copilot. You can go there and check it. Even if you don't have, you can go to the effect and preset and just search motion tile. Here is it. Just select it and drop it to the winter. And now let me make it to the, let me give an animation. So before that, just go to the Instagram and you can just duplicate it to make a 2 copy, the field area. Even you can go inside the composition and change the duration. So select the winter layer and go to the motion tile and just click on the tile center and make sure that you are in a starting, and go to the very end, and then you can just make an animation and make sure to see your animation, which direction you are going. So I want to go in a negative direction, around 9000. You can just turn down the quality so you can go a little bit speed up. So this it looks good to me. Even you can make it more, but looks good to me. And just apply one more motion tile again motion tile here, and check mirror edges. And now if I rotate, you can see the problem is gone. So now let me give the animation. So for the same animation, what you will do, go to the winter and just select this, Ctrl C to copy it, go to the summer, select it, and Ctrl B to paste it, go to the very end, and then go to the winter and copy the same animation amount value and come over here and paste it. So now we have a animation something around like this. So looks good, and if you unhappy with these things, you can go and take some other texture which is different, and the problem will be gone. So I'm not going to focus on these things because I will show you the idea how you can make it. So let's create one more solid, and this gonna be our element 3D layer, and let's create a element 3D effect and go to the scene setup, and then just load a jetpack, the jet, and I'm going to choose this one because in my original example I also choose this one. If you have a helicopter, you can also choose them. So let me go with this one, not bad, good one. So go here and sort off the grid and uncheck the draft textures, and select, open the material and go to the material type and change it to the physical all thing. So for now hit OK, and we will correct all these things later, but make sure to optimize mesh. And if you did not see my tips and tricks video yet, you can go on my channel and you can also click here to the I button and check it, and I will also put the link in my video description. So hit OK, and now you can see this is here. Just create a new camera and make it to the 35mm is good. Go to again element 3D scene setup and just check to normalize size, uncheck the normalize size actually, and hit OK, and see to the camera properties. And now let's go to the group 1 because our plane is in a group 1, and now let's create a group null, and we will now move the plane with group null. So make it to the -90 and press P, make it here and put it here, and press R to the rotation, So now let me give the animation to make some room here, and let me press Shift and P to bring out the position properties also here. So first I want to make it's our plane is come in our window on 2 seconds. So just key here and go to the very beginning and hide it. Let me play this, and here you can see the plane is flying. Now let me give some more movement to like downwards or upwards like this, and on the 6th second it will come very down like this, and little bit up, and on the 10th second it will go out of the comp. Press N. Now you can see the animation is very rough, very rough. It's very rough, and we will fix all these things. Don't worry. Give me some time, man. So go here, and now let's go to the 2 second and just add a keyframe on the G rotation here, and come over here and make it to something like this, and come over here and make some more rotation like this, and on here it will also rotate like this, and then it will come on the ground and with one flip. So let me show you how. Like this, you can see, and in here it will like this, and in here it will little bit more, and on here it will look like this. So the rough animation is here. So basically the animation is showing the plane is moving and rotating in this scene, and then it will go out of the frame, but the animation looks very bad. So let me show you how I fixed it. So select all these parameters, I'm in the keyframes, and go to the graph editor. So you can see, now let me select one by one, and let me select one by one. So I selected this one and make it to the Control Z. You can just go to the backward event. You can see how I am fixing, and if I will think it's not looking good, you can see the animation going smooth. I'm going to also do with these things. So let me show you. The below animation is good, but above was not too much good. So let me show you how you can fix it. So let's check the animation. Here you can see the keyframe is not good, so we can make it. Now it's good, and this one not looks good, so we can make this, will make it smooth as well as. You can see now the animation is little bit smooth. You can see. Now let's go to work on the rotation. Select all these rotation parameters and come over here. So now let me do the same. Let me see it. So now you can see it looks good to me. Little bit problem is here, but it's okay, fine. If we will spend more time, we can fix it also. But for now, it's good to me. Let's go to the half resolution, and now let me show you how we can just match the aeroplane in our scene. So now we will create one more composition for our background. So environment, my health is not good, that's why I am not in a mood, but I have more stuff and more concept for making tutorial, that's why I'm releasing this one fast so I can work on the second one, and I don't want make some more delays for the tutorials. So for the environment, I will open the both layers one by one. So let me scale down, and the environment size should be something around 9020 by 1080, or you can just shift these values, but let me and scale it to fill the area, and then go to the main work. So here when the aeroplane coming in this one, it's something around, we can go to 5 second and 30 frames. Go to the environment and come to 513, and then I will load my summer one. So got it here like this, maybe something around 98 or 90%. Good. And you can also make some animation to fade out it. So T for opacity is 0, and it will be here 100%. So now go to the main composition and just go to the LENVO3D and just drag and drop your environment here and shut off the visibility option, and go to the LENVO3D and then go to the custom layer, custom texture maps, and load your environment here and go to the scene setup, and now let's environment and open it. So first come here. So now you can see in environment option we will seeing the winter version, so we can work on the body. So we'll increase the environment multiplier and even the diffuse one. So looks good to me. We can play with some of the parameters if we want, but all things look good to me, so I don't want to play more. Environment, we can just increase the brightness, contrast, whatever you want. Is it okay? So now you can see this is now good in the all scene, and if you come here, go to the scene setup again, so you can see now this is reacting based on this one. Is it okay? And now let me create some more stuff to fill out the scene. So go to the new solid, and this is gonna be our particular. So we are creating two types of particles, one for the snow and one for something like dust, but both things will be the same. So the layer for the particle will be different, something around the background. So let me decrease the height something around 500. Let's see if it's work. Yeah, I think it will be work. LENVO3D actually, or you can just put it so it will not cover the Instagram here. Let's load the particular, and you can see here, go to the emitter and adjust the position and everything. Let me rotate it to the, let me switch the direction to the directional or bidirectional and increase the velocity, and then we'll rotate it to the -90, and then we will put this is here, and then we will come like this. Go to the particular and drag this something around here and increase the velocity, and go to the particular and size randomness like this, and opacity randomness like this, and change the particle type to the cloud end, or we can go to the sphere as well. Looks good to me. Life should be around 2% and life randomness something around 34. Everything looks good to me, and you can maybe down the size to something around 4, and we can increase the particle per second, but looks good to me. And we can also solo this layer to see what is coming. I think we can make the life to something around 3 because we don't want to kill this particle. Fine for me. Even we can increase the velocity a little bit more. Good to me. And we can, if you want, we can increase the particle amount like this. Now let me duplicate the particle layer and put this is below. Here, and in this one I'm going to change the speaker to the cloud end, and will change the size to something around 25, and the particle per second something around 68, and the opacity something around 4%. It will be little bit visible, not too much. Even we can increase little bit more to something around 35, and now I'm happy with this. So you can see we can down the emitter per second is something around 50 because we don't want too much. Now we can enable motion blur of everything, and we can go to the LENVO3D and go to the render setting, and here is a physical environment. We can work a little bit here. Go to the ambient occlusion and enable it, and this time I'm not going to work on the ray trace. So it looks good to me. Go to the output and make it to the enhance multi-sampling and the sampling analyzing 2. I'm not going to increase the super sampling. Looks good to me. And let's take a view, and we can enable the motion blur as well. As if you want to make more good motion blur, you can apply a CC force motion blur which works good. Let me show you. So here is the motion blur of After Effects and go to CC Force Motion Blur, and this one is here. You can increase the shutter angle if you want, like this, but something around 200 good. So I'm going to apply this on this one, and also for the element 3D plane, right? So now the render is finished, the tutorial is finished, and let me finish the render and I will show you what comes after the render. Let me add a curve effect, and we can enhance little bit if you want. You can increase the red, but I don't want. Increase the blue little bit and increase the green little bit. So let me finish the render and I will put in the end of the video, and you can also add more things in your scene. So but this is the idea how I created all that stuff, and I hope you love the tutorial, and I will make some more tutorial because I have a lots of concept for making tutorials. So thanks for watching my video, thanks for loving me, thanks for supporting me. I am NPS3D, and we will see you next time with a great tutorial. That's it for now, and we will see you next time.